Soldiers at war don't know when or even if they will come home. That is true of Iraq, and it was certainly true of World War II. Tonight, Como4's Kevin Race shows us for one family and for a soldier's girlfriend, the wait is almost over.
Till then, my darling, please wait for me. Till then.
In the aging and weathered pages of a photo album,
I still think of him.
Phyllis Marcotta is holding the love of her life.
We did love each other. We loved each other very much.
His name is Gerard Rugers, and they fell in love in Tacoma in 1942.
Yeah, it was a happy time.
It's an album Phyllis has kept for 64 years because the love of her life
This is his last picture.
never came home. He was the radio man in a C-46, flying military supplies from India over the Himalayas into China. They called it the Aluminum Trail because the wreckage of more than 500 planes, including Gerard's, is still out there somewhere.
It was a sad time. The whole situation was kind of a sad situation. I haven't come through it.
The news came to Tacoma in a letter. All 4 men on the plane were presumed dead. If they were found, they'd be buried where they crashed.
It took me a while to kind of get over it because I felt cheated.
Cheated because they never had the chance to get married, to raise a family.
Well, he was my little brother.
And cheated because he became only a fading memory to his older sister, who hoped one day that she would find him too.
Because I felt like he was close to us, you know, and that we'd find him any day, you know, which is a bunch of bull because we didn't.
You have to give up and go forward.
Whether you want to or not.
Right. Right.
Phyllis did go forward, fell in love again, got married, did raise a family, but she held on to the album, along with Gerard's letters, one of them in particular.
And yet, I am afraid to die.
He'd sent it just in case. He never came home.
At any rate, I feel cheated. For it was only these last few years that I even began to live.
So that was...
What is he talking about right there? These last few years that I began to live?
when we met.
He's talking about you, isn't he?
Yeah.
That still puts a smile on your face.
Yeah.
And that smile returned these more than 60 years later. They finally did find the plane on a Himalayan hillside. DNA proved Gerard Rugers and his crew had been found. He's coming home to Tacoma. His funeral is on Saturday, and Phyllis plans to be there.
I think so. I really think so. And it's nice to know that he's back home.
But in a way, he never really left. At least never left Phyllis's heart. Because in that photo album, you see her holding a bouquet of roses. Gerard sent them for Valentine's Day, 1944, before he took that last flight. And pressed under the last page, one of those roses is still there.
Because I think there's still a love in there. But you just don't forget somebody that you loved.
Certainly not your first love, no matter how long it takes to bring him home. In Tacoma, Kevin Reese, Como4 News.
The family of Gerard Rugers will gather this Saturday at Calvary Cemetery in Tacoma. 60 years after his death, he'll be buried with full military honors.